Since I discovered minimalism, decluttering became a habit, and many minimalist practices turned into a maxim for me. And my favorite regarding clothes is let go of everything that doesn't fit you and doesn't make you feel comfortable. I found it so liberating, having only clothes that embrace my body and make me feel comfortable. It just feels so good. But there is the issue though. By the way, if you always have, and plan to have the perfect body, it doesn't apply to you. But the thing is, most of us, common mortals, we do gain or lose weight in the different phases of our lives. So then what? We should declutter now most of our garments and buy new ones instead? It's not really sustainable. During my first deep declutter, there were these corduroy black white leg pants that looked so cool, but at that very moment they and some other garments were way too big for me and I didn't want to separate from them. So I came out with the idea of the yo-yo box. Hi there, I'm Alexandra. This is my channel Brave New World, where we discuss fashion and minimalism from the perspective of personal growth and respect for the environment. The yo-yo box has been inspired by the famous yo-yo effect, which is losing and gaining weight. This one is a topic that has always been present for me, and I think for many others too. We can consider life as marked by phases in which we do certain things. Sometimes we are more concentrated on our career, maybe stress and neglect our health and body shape. Others when we are more concentrated in health and sport activities, or life phases such as teenagerhood or pregnancy or some injuries even. In any case, our body goes through these phases too and changes. That doesn't mean we should throw away all our clothes straight away and hurry up to buy new ones. It's fine to keep some garments for when you will be in that other phase again, if you're sure the phase you're in right now is a temporary passage. I have to admit, at the beginning it wasn't easy to figure out what to keep in the yo-yo box and what to let go. But eventually I figured out that too. And here are the 3 guideline points I use, and each garment should meet this criteria. Clothes that you like and wore a lot before. Imagine you're decluttering and have that very particular dress that you never wore or wore just once and you still like it for sure, but you can't get inside. So this one is the kind of item to avoid because, first of all, why you haven't worn it that often? Maybe it never fitted properly, maybe it was uncomfortable, not your style, too special occasions, whatever your reason was not to wear it before. It's still valid now. So I think it's pointless to put in the yo-yo box a garment that has never been enjoyed that much. My other criteria is clothes that you see yourself wearing again. Our clothes are our legacy, so better to be chosen with intention and serve the great purpose of giving us joy, making us feel good, and contemplating our life. If you have garments that you feel you wore so much that you're annoyed and kind of relieved that now they're too big or too small, it's clearly not the kind of garment to keep for later on. The same is true with garments that need reparation but you never repair. You never will, so don't use your yo-yo box as a trash hold-on. Use it to store things that you will surely love to wear again. It's fundamental to keep for the next phase of our life garments that embrace our body, our face, and our style. And here is my last but not least. Timeless garments and staple pieces. I have this amazing pair of jeans from Sandra. I really like the play with bleaching. Not very sustainable though, but I had them so I kept them. So now, since my butt and hips are bigger, these jeans and others with them are far too tight for me, but I wore them a lot. I like their style and I do see them like special jeans with added value. I consider them a staple, unique piece and not a trend. Another one is this beige color linen shirt. In the past it was too big, even for oversized shirt, but as it has a timeless cut, relaxing color and unsunsetting linen fabric, I had a chance to wear it recently. Actually, for another video called How to Beauty Your Style, link in the description if you're interested. Okay, so recap for your yo-yo box criteria. Clothes that you like and wore a lot before, clothes that you see yourself wearing again, and timeless garments and or staple pieces. I promise, if you stick to this, your yo-yo box will never be a agglomerate of frustration of clothes you can't wear, but a selection of only the best for any other phase in your life you know you're surely going to. I tell you that because of my personal experience. I know it can be hard for the self-esteem not to be able to get inside your last year's jeans. An example, a few years ago, just before I discovered minimalism, I lost some weight. I didn't really plan it, it was a consequence of a health issue. In any case, out of nowhere, my favorite olive green baggy pants looked so unflattering on me. My other jeans were huge and wouldn't look nice at all, even with a belt. So I ended up giving a lot of my old clothes away. This is the exact moment in which I introduced the yo-yo box. I put inside the old clothes that were too big for me now, but I still wanted to wear them one day. And I had to buy some new clothes, it was unavoidable. But this time, as I never was naturally that skinny, in this very moment, I made sure my new clothes were anyway comfortable and with margin to gain some weight. A year and a half later, my body was going back to normality. I managed to gain 3 kilograms. My last purchased clothes were still fitting properly. One more year, I had probably a kilogram more. So the new clothes started feeling okay, but a little tight. I thought, okay, now I can wear all my clothes. I just should remain the same weight. And then I had a surgery on my feet, which kept me almost immobilized for the first month and a half. I was wearing a special shoe that prevented me from walking around. I wasn't allowed to leave home, and I was literally going from the bed to the couch and from the couch to the chair. And yeah, that was my activity for a while. Now, some people would lose weight when they don't move because they lose muscles. I'm not that people. If I don't move, I don't burn, and so I accumulate. As a consequence of my surgery, I gained a couple of kilograms more. Eventually, my post-surgery condition improved and I started going out, walking, running again, and getting slowly back in shape. In December last year, I even started training for the half marathon of Berlin in April. But then, in the middle of January, I fell on ski, broke my cross strings of my knee, and again my mobility was limited. And if you remember, if I don't move, I don't burn, so I gain. I started physiotherapy to reinforce my leg and the muscles around the knee. For irony, my physiotherapist is specialized in sports and helps athletes to get back to shape after an injury, which meant for me, he made me do exercises with a lot of weight. As a consequence, my butt and hips started getting bigger, and so proportionally my clothes started getting smaller. I tell you all of that because while I was going through all of these adventures these last 3-4 years and my body weight was yo-yoing, I didn't buy many new clothes, and I have only my yo-yo box to thank for that. I store inside clothes I don't necessarily fit in this precise moment of my life, but clothes that I like, I wore a lot before, and I know I will wear again with eagerness one day. I believe life is made of phases. Our mind and body follow these phases consequently. Once you put aside the shock and the sadness provoked by the fact you cannot get inside your old clothes, you will be able to embrace the fact you're just passing through a phase. Isn't it a better, more positive and uplifting way to see things? Settle your yo-yo box and start enjoying the stage of life you live in. Give your body the love it deserves by making it wear only clothes that feel good being inside today. I'm sure you can create this brave new world for you.